Utah, baby! Again, who am I to say no to a free meal? All I really got are a bunch of satellite coordinates sent to me via Facebook Messenger. This was the $1 Million Highway, and now I finally understand why it's called that, because these views are worth more than $1 million. Now I'm gonna head to Moab, which is another 110 miles, another 3 hours more or less. For those who haven't followed the journey from the beginning, I started in Ciudad Cuauhtémoc in the state of Chihuahua in Mexico, and my goal is to visit friends for Labor Day in Salt Lake City. I have no real plan for what happens between here and there, and I'm often following locals' recommendations, which is how I ended up riding the $1 Million Highway in the last episode. If you want to follow my journey from the beginning, you can check out the playlist in the description box or the pinned comment below. As you can see, the sun is already sitting pretty low and slowly disappearing behind the hills over there. I'm currently in Montrose County, Colorado, somewhere between Naturita and a place called Paradox, according to the tracking app. So it's definitely at least another hour or so to Moab, and today will be the first time on this trip that I keep riding into the night. Utah, baby! Good morning, guys. I'm in Moab, Utah. I arrived yesterday after dark and with both batteries completely empty. I'm in this hotel room. Guys, this bed, it's so ridiculously comfortable. It should be illegal, honestly. I've got a coffee pad machine and a selection from Starbucks coffees and whatnot. This room really has everything. There's USB chargers, there's earplugs, and for a change, this is the third room I'm staying in, and finally the light works in the bathroom. They even have cleaning racks for bikes and cars and whatnot. I was a bit shocked when they said that it's going to be $100 a night, but looking at all this detail here and how clean it is, this place is worth $100 if you consider that I paid $70 for, well, these other places that you've seen in previous episodes. Now let me attend this coffee pad machine, which I have never used in my life. I've never used a coffee pad machine in my life, so I need to read the freaking instructions to get a coffee out of this thing. To me, this looks like performing brain surgery on fucking R2-D2. Anyways, water is in. All right, time to go and get some breakfast in. That's a maple bar, and the other one is a butter something crumble, butterfinger crumble, I don't know. Somehow the coffee machine doesn't work, so I bought myself a chocolate milk. Gonna have my breakfast, get ready, and then make my way to Salt Lake City, which should be another 5.5 to 6 hours drive from here. Yeah, guys, if you really want to save the earth, how about you fucking stop using these? Just a thought. What I really love about riding or road tripping in America is how the landscape and vegetation often changes, and it's almost like you're in another country after crossing a state line. Anyways, let's go and hit Salt Lake City by tonight. And for those who are wondering, I always try to avoid interstates as much as I can, and that's why I'm often taking way longer than what you're used to as a local. This place here is called Green River, Utah, and the views around here are way less spectacular than down in Moab. Anyways, I'm gonna get some gas here because I still have around 200 miles to go to Salt Lake City. Wow, I just had to stop here real quick because those long ass trains are so cool. And again, as a non-American, you only know them from movies or maybe from board games. Let me know in the comments if you ever played Union Pacific. So guys, I'm in a place called Heber. It's around 114 miles left to Salt Lake City, which is no problem at all. I'll get there in time today. A couple of miles after Moab, still absolute beauty. And then there's like 100 miles of absolute boring desert wasteland. Honestly, as soon as you see a bit of beauty, just like this here, you'll find a city or a town. So yeah, people here have taste. They didn't build their cities in the wasteland. No, they built their cities here. Honestly, I would just wake up horny every morning if I lived here, and this would be the first thing I see when I get up. Wow, this is just next level. I mean, for someone like myself who's from a, in my personal opinion, pretty boring part of Germany, this doesn't need any words. This is just breathtaking. By the way, I think I've been on the road for a whole week now. Today is day 7 or even day 8. And I honestly can't wait to stay put for a while. So I will definitely enjoy the Labor Day weekend with my friends and then see what's going on. And also I will try to get a few things sorted, like the broken speedometer that you've surely noticed by now. The problem with living in Mexico is that some parts will take weeks to arrive, and in the end they come out of the States anyways. And so I thought I might as well go and get them myself. What the hell? Oh my god, this is like a 5-lane highway. I didn't sign up for this. Alright, I must be pretty close now. This is the Greater Salt Lake area. My friend lives in a place called West Jordan, so I need to stop and actually turn the navigation on because I have no idea where I'm going. And after one very relaxing night at my friend's house, a bunch of self-made micheladas, and watching my own YouTube video on a big TV screen for the first time, it is now time to head to Duchesne, a place in the mountains of Utah where my friend's dad owns a property, for my very first proper American off-grid Labor Day experience. Let's go! This feels very different, almost relaxing really. The scenery is still absolutely amazing, but today I know where I'm going and I know it's about 120 miles-ish, so a bit over 2 hours maybe to get to my fun and relaxing weekend. Wow, and now the landscape changes entirely again. This almost looks like being back in Colorado now. Wait a second. This place looks familiar. I think I've been here before. Oh yeah, I think this place is called Alpine. I think I've been here before with my friend in his truck a couple of years back. And it's like one of these German-Swiss themed places. Okay, it's getting pretty steep here, but at least so far I haven't experienced a huge loss of power like I did on the $1 Million Highway. And I have no idea really what the altitude around here is. Back in Colorado we were at around 11,000 feet. Man, I'm really loving every second of this. And in a way, it's a pretty similar ride actually to the $1 Million Highway, just with way less traffic. Yo, Trump! If you're watching, throw me a freaking green card, man. I really need way more of this in my life. Okay, I think I have to stop now and check my phone again. All I know from here is that I have to go through Heber City, take a turn there, and then it's pretty much an hour straight ahead. Well, that was pointless. There is zero internet around here. And I'm pretty sure it's either my ridiculously outdated phone or the fact that I'm on a Mexican SIM card. I guess I'll have to ask someone. Am I still on the right track to Heber City?
To Heber City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just along there.
So here's what you're going to do. Is you turn around and come up and turn east, you're going to go east of block. If you turn west or south at that time there, it's going to Center Street right down to the light.
Okay.
At the light is Main Street. Take Main Street and it'll take you right into Heber City.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you.
You're hop, skipping away.
Are
jump
you
away.
hungry?
If I'm hungry.
Yes. Are you hungry?
Not
You wanna
overly.
park your bike and go get something to eat? That'll get you a meal. Park your bike, go get something to eat.
Really good meals too.
Are
by
you in
the
a
way.
hurry?
Ish. I suppose I could.
Park yourself, go get something to eat.
This is called Swiss Days. It's our harvest celebration. It started in 1947.
Okay.
It's been it was a group of Swiss immigrants that founded this little town here.
Okay.
And so it's
Wow.
it's really cool. We've been doing this forever. About 100,000 people come on Friday and Saturday to enjoy our celebration. Almost everyone from Utah comes and participates, but we get a lot of people from all over the country and even foreign countries, as we have here now.
Yeah, there's a German guy participating in the Swiss event, and I just got a free meal.
We love you.
Well, thanks, guys.
Hey,
I'm gonna
you're
get my free meal now as soon as I found where to park the bike.
Okay, I'll tell you where to park the bike. Right next to my side by side.
Perfect. Thank you
right
so
there,
much.
and walk down and grab yourself. They have, we call everything Swiss. It's not. It's Navajo tacos. It's knockwurst and sauerkraut. It's chicken and Swiss.
But we
Ham and
put Swiss in front of it. Swiss taco.
Swiss tacos. Yeah, I want to try Swiss tacos because I live in Mexico. Oh, that's just crazy, guys. I just stopped here and asked these guys if I'm, because there's again no internet, if I'm on the right way to Heber City. And this one guy opens his wallet and gives me a voucher and says, you stay and you have some free food. I mean, who am I to say no, right? Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much. Alright, guys. Course meal. What a nice coincidence to get a free meal, because I haven't really eaten anything substantial yet, apart from a bit of beef jerky. Okay, I mean, I had a pretty delicious breakfast, but it's now, I think, 4:30, 5-ish, or maybe even later. And again, who am I to say no to a free meal? That includes, well, a German or Swiss or whatever style sausage. So looks like I found a couple of hot sauce fans,
Yeah, you did.
and someone likes a flaming asshole.
Yes. Trolley Square, Salt Lake City, Utah.
All right. I'll probably send these guys a jar of Sweet Mother of Fuck. Sweet Mother of Fuck is one of my own hot sauce creations, and if you're a fan of all things spicy, check out Bloody Fox Foods on Instagram or click the direct link in the description box below. Okay, that kind of threw me off schedule a little bit, but again, I'm taking every opportunity to connect with locals, whether they offer me a nice meal or quote unquote just a recommendation for a nice ride, like again the $1 Million Highway in the last episode. It is always worth talking to people on these kinds of trips. Wow, and again the scenery changes completely. This almost gives me Scottish Highland vibes. By the way, my favorite new American expression I've learned this week is haulin' ass. And now, as the sun is already sitting pretty low again, I gotta haul ass to get where I'm going before nightfall. Alright, this is it. This dirt road is just off the main highway, and all I really got are a bunch of satellite coordinates sent to me via Facebook Messenger and my friend's dad's phone number. But no, there's no service here again, unsurprisingly, so I have to go back to the main road and try to call him. All right, I'll follow you. Let's get there before dark.
That's nice. What is that?
Suzuki Intruder 1400.
Nice.
Well, looks like he ain't waiting for no one. Dude, stop! And since I'm the bloody German who's never owned nor shot a real gun, I brought a couple of cans.